I pray that if you're out there or planning to go out there or have gone out there, please know that your fight is not in vain and it will never be taken for granted. This will go down in the books of history. It will be read by our children, our children's children, and people will remember that once upon a time, people called Gen Zs went out and decided to use their voices to actually fight against corruption, fight against poor governance, and that is what will make and change the lines of history at the very end. This is wrong, this is unnecessary, and if this is going to happen to you, please speak up and say no. Don't burn my head. I do not deserve to get any kind of ban, any kind of mistreatment. I'm here to look good. Hi there, it's Kerubo here and welcome back to another episode. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, like this video and let's get into the episode. Well, before I start this episode, I would just like to say thank you so much for 300 subscribers. Well, you might say, okay, 300 subscribers, why are you celebrating? It's not 1,000, you still don't have access to perks, super thanks, or money. I'm grateful because of this particular video I stumbled upon before I came to record this video, and I have been saving this video for a long time. It's been there for a while in my Instagram, and it hit me, by the way, 300 is a lot. From one subscriber on the first day of launching my YouTube channel, I got around 22 subscribers, and then my first ever video had 146 views within the first 24 hours. It was absolutely grand. I just want to say thank you. We have grown from 22 to 300 at this point, and I'm so grateful to you all. Keep it locked right here, content after content, and trust me, you haven't seen or heard anything yet. We are just getting started. And with that, I'd like to acknowledge that today we are having an anniversary in Kenya as we acknowledge the death of heroes who were fighting for me and for you, people who are out there trying to actually fight for justice, fight for our rights, fight for the removal of high taxes, puny bills. And this is something that I cannot take for granted because people actually died in this particular protests. And it is sad because these particular people did not have any form of weaponry or ammunition, self-defense objects that will be weaponized, but at the very end they still lost their lives, and many others are injured, one of which was injured very recently, and he was a mask vendor. He was actually selling face masks but ended up being shot on the head at close range. Very sad, and my heart goes out to his family. I hope and pray that he actually heals, and I know it's not gonna be the same ever again, but I hope he gets another chance and is able to live a life that God has intended for him to live. So my heart really goes out to the people who are protesting in June 25th, 2024 and lost their lives. You people are true heroes. You people have died, and let me tell you, your death was not in vain. Your death went somewhere. It hit a huge chord. It struck a strong nerve, and to this very day we are where we are because of your devotion and commitment to fight for justice and for the truth and for good governance. I pray that your families heal from your loss, and I pray that once upon a time we shall meet again. We shall meet again when God comes back the second time. We shall see you guys, and we shall thank God because we shall see you again. This is just temporary separation, but I know we shall meet again. And I pray that if you're out there or planning to go out there or have gone out there, please know that your fight is not in vain and it will never be taken for granted. This will go down in the books of history. It will be read by our our children's children, and people will remember that once upon a time, people called Gen Zs went out and decided to use their voices to actually fight against corruption, fight against poor governance, and that is what will make and change the lines of history at the very end. My heart goes out to all those people who passed on. It goes out to their families. I hope you find comfort, peace, and hope. And as we remember them and mark a year's anniversary, please know that it was not in vain. Thank you. Why are we here? We are here because I came across a certain video on Instagram where this lady was literally burning somebody's head using hot water in the name of activating the artificial hair. It is said that after you've done braids, you should dip them in hot water so that the hair looks vibrant and new. And that is what happened to this lady. But this is not what is supposed to be done. You're not supposed to be pouring hot water on the scalp of someone, because this will cause serious and severe burns on the head. It will cause alopecia as well, and who knows what it might do to the head at the very end. You might have crazy headaches, crazy migraines, which really are not necessary. You do not have to pay the price of beauty by actually scalding your head or exposing it to extreme forms of heat. This is wrong. This is unnecessary. And if this is going to happen to you, please speak up and say no. Don't burn my head. I do not deserve to get any kind of burn, any kind of mistreatment. I'm here to look good, and I will not do it at the expense of my health. Do not ever keep quiet when you're at the salon and people are pulling your hair, people are abusing your hair, people are not treating your hair the way it should be treated. Speak up, speak out, voice your opinion and say, stop, I don't want this. I remember a friend of mine posted once on social media that she went to the salon and whoever was braiding her hair was doing a poor job, and she said, no, I can't just sit back and let you guys braid my hair. Get me another salonist to braid it. And that is how all the braids, there were around 2 or 3 braids that had been braided, they were removed, and the salonist, another salonist took over and she started braiding her hair again, and that is what she took home. Please do not keep quiet because you're feeling shy, because you don't know what they'll say about you. Voice your opinion, say exactly how you feel, because at the end of the day, it is your hair, it is your head, and you are gonna remove money out of your pocket to pay them. Please don't allow yourself to be exposed to such harsh treatments on your hair. No one should be burning your hair. No one should be pouring hot water on your hair. In a similar manner, no one should be mistreating your hair. If you want your hair to grow, you have to take care of it. You have to tend to it. And I was surprised when I looked at the comments and realized that this is not something that has happened once. It has been going on for a long time. So if you're a hair salonist or you actually do hair, please create awareness by telling everyone who is in your salon or you yourself, stop using such harsh forms of treatment on hair. It is not necessary. What I know, or what used to happen to me, is they would take a cloth, a towel, dip it in hot water, squeeze off the excess water, then place it on my hair gently. Not on my scalp, no. They'll place it on the braids, on the surface of my head, and that would still burn. So I can only imagine what she was going through. It is a very sad video I saw on the internet. I feel and fear for her because this is wrong. I can only imagine what happened to her head after this. I can only think, I can only perceive what happened to her head after this, but it is highly unnecessary. It is wrong in all shapes, forms, and sizes, and no one should ever be exposed to such treatment. Please go to school. If you're a salonist or an upcoming one, or you love hair, go to school so that you can know how to treat people's hair with gentleness, with care, because our natural hair is a covering given to us by God. It is the crown of our glory, and when we take care of it, when we have healthy hair and we have good measures put in place so that we can keep our hairs healthy, that also translates to our entire lifestyle, because The hair is the closest to the brain, and if you do not take care of your hair, if you do not take care of your scalp, then I don't know what will happen to your brain. It just might end up disrupting a lot of things in there. You might even, God forbid, lose your mind. Yes, if you continue like this, that might be the bottom line. But I hope that you go to people who actually know how to do their hair. If you do have leads, especially for people in Kenya, please drop them below. If you have been to a place that is good and that is trusted and that is careful with 4C here in particular, please drop me a lead down in the comment section. I have enjoyed creating this episode, and my heart goes out to everyone who is mourning a year of losing their child, their father, their uncle, a brother, a sister, a cousin, a mother. My heart goes out to you, and those ones who are hurt and lost probably their jobs, had to change their lifestyle. My heart goes out to you. I hope you find strength, and I hope that you find a better tomorrow for yourselves with your current situation. I hope all goes well in life because you fought for the right cause, and trust me, everything will work out at the very end. Please subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, give this video a thumbs up, aka like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. That was nice.